What is good, my people, my peeps? How are you guys doing this afternoon? And this is a special show today. I was thinking to myself, should I do these podcasts only on the weekend or the weekdays? So I'm gonna see how this goes. So this is kind of a test due to the fact that I got time today. I got a little time today. Um, so welcome in. As you enter the building, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up. So the title speaks for itself. We're back here in the building again. This is episode 6, and we're going to be talking about the DL man, okay? And if you all are new to, acronyms and don't know what that acronym is or stands for, it's the down low man. And my goodness, it's the old term. It's nothing really new, but it's being used, it has gotten new life. So it's been resurrected, in 2025. And so we're going to talk about that and the effects that it is having when it comes to Black women. So I'm checking the sound really quick. All righty. We're good to go. So the effects that it has on the Black woman. Okay, so, my goodness, my people, my peeps. Leave Black women alone. That's really the first and most important part is leave Black women alone. Okay, I don't know how many times I have to come out here and say, but it's gonna probably be until this, podcast, I just stop doing it or whatever happens to this podcast. I'm gonna come out here and I'm just gonna keep speaking on it. Hello, welcome into the building. As you come into the building, please hit the thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Hello. So I see 17 of you in the building. Please, I should have 17 thumbs up already. Let's go. So we're going to be talking about the DL man, okay, which is the down low man. This man is a man that is hiding his true nature, okay? And this we're focusing on today is the Black man hiding his true sexual nature, and he's hiding behind the skirts of his woman. That's right, whether it be his wife or his girlfriend. He is sure enough going to put her first to hide his sexuality. You know, these guys that love to hang out with the boys. Girl, you know those men. I'm just hanging out with the boys. What's wrong with that? A lot of women got played with that, and a lot of sexual diseases got passed around because, nobody was thinking that their man was homosexual or had homosexual tendencies because they were dating a female, okay? But they actually really preferred their homeboys. That's right. And that's why they tend to support, they tend to defend, they tend to just want to always be around their homeboys. Matter of fact, they'll rather spend money on taking their homeboys out to partying, to vacations, to eat. They'd rather date their homeboys. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to be the ones to let you know, ladies. And this podcast is centered for ladies, but I know you men, you're up in the clouds and you're listening. So hopefully you'll wake up. Mhm. You'll wake up to what I have to say today, especially black men, because they are a big disservice to our community. Okay, especially the ones with the podcast that focus on destroying our community by destroying and keeping the division of the black man and the black woman with negative talking points. Okay, like my mom used to say, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. Keep your mouth closed. Before we get into, you know, some of my receipts, I have to just give you guys a little education because my black men, they've always seemed to, some of y'all, let me say some, fall into the okey doke, um, play right into the hands of their oppressors. Okay, and yes, I said oppressors. If you know, you know. We're not going to play that game. It's still on and popping. Um, my goodness, you fall right into it. Even with the red pill content, okay? Even with the red pill content, you have fallen smooth into the okey doke. As you come into the building, once again, go ahead and hit the thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. So, I try to educate you all, and I know black men feel like some black women, or no black women, or no women at all, can educate them on nada. But I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Look here. My brothers have fallen into the game of oppression of women, right? And they have fallen into that game by the red pill community that they have eaten up. I mean, these men have devoured that content. And psychologically speaking, they know nothing of what they have eaten. Okay. It's almost as if someone who is suffering from some mental, you know, situation, let's call it that they're dealing with. Some of them turn to food, to cover up, to heal the pain or put a band aid on it, if you will. And so our black men with lack of power, global power, true power, they get hurt. They've been hurt in all social settings, not just in relationships, but in all social settings. They have been hurt. And so they have no other way to, relinquish that hurt, that pain, and transfer it to the person that truly has hurt them, truly has oppressed them. So they turn and they have heard of this movement called the Red Pill. I'm going to let you listen to how this red pill started, and it did not start with the black man. That's right. It started with the white community, the white community of men who, yes, they're going to keep their women under thumb. And they were doing that with the red pill. And the black man got a hold of somebody's tape. Somebody put him on to it. And it just went from there. Okay? It has went from there, and honey, Houston, we have a problem. So let's listen to how this red pill content actually started.
The Red Pill movement began online in the early 2010s, taking its name from the Matrix, where taking the red pill meant waking up to a hidden truth. But in real life, this metaphor was hijacked by a growing online community that framed feminism and women's empowerment as lies. They claimed that society is gynocentric, centered around women, and that men must reclaim dominance. This ideology spread across forums like Reddit's, Arbor Red Pill, 4chan, and YouTube. Early voices like Rollo Tomassi, author of The Rational Male, promoted ideas like hypergamy, the belief that women only want the top 10% of men and encouraged men to focus on dominance. stoicism, and sexual conquest. Whoosh V, a former pickup artist.
Okay,
Later
so
turned.
I'm going to stop it there. You can rewind the tape, okay, and listen again to where it started. It didn't start with you black men, but you surely took the pill, didn't you? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You surely took that doggone pill of oppression. And so I had to make it clear where that started at, okay? And how that, because monkey see, monkey do, monkey look just like you. Mm-hmm. You want to be the oppressor so bad. You want to have that power over your women so bad because you truly don't have power in the world because you are not running the world. And you know that in any situation, any given situation. Okay? So, let me get off my soapbox for a minute. Let's get into today's conversation regarding the down low black man. I'm going to bring up this conversation regarding the down low black man as we have men that are actually down low that have entered into and they have taken the red pill themselves, although they are down low. But they are going to make themselves look as masculine as possible. So you best believe they have taken the red pill. But they love men. They are lovers of men. And they will do anything and everything to set out to whore out the daughters of Zion. That's right. They will set out to destroy, to whore out the daughters of Zion. And I know the Most High Yah has spoken and has commanded, don't whore out the daughters of Zion. Do y'all know when you whore out the daughters of Zion, you corrupt the land? And we're trying to get up out of here, brothers. But you keep corrupting the land because you keep wanting to whore out the daughters of Zion. Mm-hmm. That red pill, I'm trying to give this in a day. So the DL men have gone out, messed around with their boys, their so-called homeboys, and go back to their wives, and they are giving them sexually transmitted diseases. But in the meantime, they can't let go of that old Kevin Samuels baby. They can't let it go. Hey, well, money work. They can't let go of that Kevin Samuels baby. It's locked in their soul. But we're gonna let them have it. We're gonna let them have it, ladies. I want you to wake up today. Do not be whored out by these down low men hiding behind skirts of women. Okay? Let's just hear about some red flags that you can, look to. Because, baby, like I said, they love some of this Kevin Samuels. Hey. Huh? Yes, indeed. Money work. These down low men acting as if they're masculine with their women on side will tell you so many things. But let's get into these receipts. Red flags.
When you see a man that's always angry with a woman and he don't like women and he's always saying something negative about a woman, why is that? Maybe because he's hurt? No. Yeah, he's hurt because he can't walk in his shoes. He's hurt because really he wants to go for the world. He has to be with a woman. It's clear that I see it happen all the time. There's no reason why a man that's with a woman. What it is a lot of with their sexuality. What it is a lot of men can't walk in their shoes. What it is a lot of men have to deal with women for their family's sake, for business, for image. But when a man is constantly aggressive and mean and evil and beating other women, on that list of demons that he's fighting is sexuality. When you see
what?
A man,
it's sexuality. in the beginning of this series, I was saying, just leave Black women alone. You know, just walk out the door, do you. You ain't have to back. Don't be Lot's wife. If you feel that we this city over here called Black women is burning down, God's destroying us over here, don't look back. Don't turn into a pillar of salt. Don't look back. But as these DL men and um, that are real, and the Black men that are red, they consistently want to look back, chastise the Black woman. But what is the purpose? There is none. Only to make money off of the Black woman's name, so-called being called a Black woman, our image. You can't let us go because we line your pocketbooks. That's right. You're not trying to teach us. You're not trying to edify us. You're not trying to correct us, because especially if you're going for the other nation of woman, it's no there possibility that you're doing that for the correction of the Black woman. You're doing it to line your pockets. And for the DL men, especially, to hide who you really are. You may hear people have platforms. So many people have platforms, and they'll tell you, be alone. Don't have anyone. This day and time, you need to be alone. And they'll be married. That's right. These people be married with in their happy little home. They like the new Beyonce. They like the new Beyonce. You know how Beyonce used to sing that, and had a husband and a bambino on the way. But she was hollering and singing, single ladies, put your hands up, right? Up in the club. Well, now it's switched. We got these Black men, and these down low Black men are the new Beyoncés. They holler about be alone. Be alone. Well, the old man has a whole family at home, hide behind his wife's skirt to hide his sexuality so he can go hang out with his true lover, his homeboys. Yeah. And then you have the regular Black man that can't catch a date to save his life. He don't have no social skills, awkward as hell. Incel, you know. They just lost in the songs, sucking all this information up. And that's why they still incels. They're by themselves. They're not learning how to socialize because they're listening to content from men that say, be alone. But I gotta go because my wife can cook me something to eat. But they can't even see that is so freaking delusional. They can't even see it, ladies. This is the content that these men are listening to, and they think that they're getting knowledge from. When somebody literally is telling you to be alone, and they have a whole house full of joy and laughter with their kids laughing and playing, hot food being cooked on the stove, and while you incels have listened to their podcast and tell you to be alone, you are alone. Mad at Black men. Now you most likely going to turn to your homeboys for love and affection. Can I take you out for a date, homeboy? You know, it's all good. Because you don't know how to talk to women. You don't know how to socialize. Red flags.
How does some of your man is the I am the deal whisperer. So, first of all, does he do a lot of outside race dating? Like, are you a person that's outside of his race and you're dating him? Does he only date outside of his race? Does he have a lot of internalized hate? Because that's what you need to look for. Because most would have a preference for everybody else except their own kind. They have some internalized hate. Usually goes back to certain things. And I just want to say this. Anybody that has a preference for people outside of their race, you always leave an eye open because there's always an ulterior motive going to do that. So whether that's a white man that's a black man that prefers other ethnic groups, anybody that's preferring to date outside of their race, see why. Ask them why. And again, it's always an ulterior motive. I like with a white man, most of the time when I'm dating like outside of their race, specifically like black women or other ethnic groups, like they usually view girlfriends as being masculine. They're doing it deal, and they usually do it because they know black women are going to be able to protect them, so they're everybody else. So you see what I'm saying? Every ethnic group of men have a different reason.
Wow.
You have to know. How to tell if your man? They're always going to individuals, always. How to tell if your man is talking to somebody younger? They're all.
This young man has been very viral lately. He is a DL. His handle is the DL Whisperer. Black men on blast, giving us ladies the hints, letting us know. And then, Lord, I told you, if they take the red pill, it's even worse because they're gonna cover up everything they do, right? And to punish, to talk bad at you in every way. And when there's no need to, just go away. Walk on by, right? They can't. They cannot leave the black woman alone and let her be in peace because we help them make money. We are the ones who bring money to their podcasts, their shows, their whatever they're doing. If they so-called don't like black women, the hell are you keep talking about black women? It makes absolutely no sense. We have a young lady coming up to the stage who was a man, became a woman, and she also has a list out too. That's right. The DL men are on blast, and they take down the black woman in the blue.
A day ago, a man who now identifies as a woman decided to share with the world the men who are sliding in her DMs as an aid to the women who are in relationship with men who say they're heterosexual. But as it turns out, they are the streets referred to as DL, and I'm not talking hugely. These men willingly decide to put black women at risk and, quite frankly, not live in. So it is my duty that you all know that danger girl. Take a look at this list. Paul Stewart. As a matter of fact, let me do a roll call. Prophet Jones, Josh Stearns, Rashad Hunter, James Bond, not 007, Quentin Carter, Christopher Chenier, Andrew Johnson, Tavu Allure, Merrick Thalamus Griffin, Adrian Darrell,
I'm a letter too.
Jason
Go ahead, sister.
Gibbs, Henry H. Woodard Jr., Dan Qualls, Ontario Jerome, Darian Hood, Lento Camille Bird.
These names she's named are all these handles that these men are hiding behind on dating apps, social media, on and on.
DeBarber, Trey Campbell, Walter Simpson, Jeffrey Isaac, DeMarcus Green, Terry Christopher Damian, Darnell Hunter, Nadarian Deshaun Jackson, Douglas Grant, Don Dixon.
Let me say this. It's so many. We're going to speed her up, baby. Y'all on blast. Why y'all trying to hurt us? While y'all trying to give these black women sexually transmitted diseases while you hide behind the skirts of your wife and your girlfriends, and then have the nerve to talk shit about.
You need to bring awareness because as of today, according to the CDC, that's the Center for Disease Control, black women account for 47% of women who are newly diagnosed with HIV, which is at an incident rate of 10 times higher than white women. This list is out of Houston, Texas, which is the third highest infected city in the United States. The woman who released this list stated that she's doing so to help the girls. So share. What do you think of this revelation? Is she right?
Is she right? Sisters, is she right? I do so. I do believe so. Because these men, they're not gonna tell you. But they'll go on a pause, man. When they down low, they DL. Teach and try to get Black women to be the whore of the nation. And turn and talk about them. That's right. And they go in and they defile. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Land. They continue to defile the land, and this is this spiritually said. They'll promote that. They'll promote the looseness, right? For Black women to just, be sexual. Say, look here, legs closed, mouths closed, unless you need to talk. Harm's way in more ways than one. Okay? These men do not care about your wealth. None of it. Well, they might care about your wealth. We'll get to that later. They might care about your wealth, but they damn sure don't care about your health. They don't, some of these men truly do not like women. Facts. Let's listen.
Yo, there's a pandemic happening in the United States of America. Nobody's talking about it. Let's get into it. So, recent studies show that HIV is on the rise in the United States of America, and nobody's paying attention. We go about our daily lives thinking everything is okay, but it's not, because the young generation is in problem. So I got 3 charts I want y'all to pay close attention from 2022.
All right, boys and girls, we are back. We are back. My goodness, through a little technical difficulties. Okay, let me go ahead and check the sound. So we're gonna go on a station break really quick, and we'll return. All right, all right. So where were we at? We were with those statistics, right? Let's continue. And these statistics are coming from the 2022 census. Okay, let's get it.
New York, over 2,000. North Carolina, Illinois, New Jersey,
We're going to run
over
those back.
1,000. Yo, there's the pandemic happening in the United States of America. Nobody's talking about it. Let's get into it. So, recent studies show that HIV is on the rise in the United States of America, and nobody's paying attention. We go about our daily lives thinking everything is okay, but it's not, because our young generation is in problem. They're in trouble. So I got 3 charts. I want y'all to pay close attention to the numbers. The first chart is the census from 2022. Now, check these numbers y'all looking at on your screen. Pause and read. Texas, California, and Florida, over 4,000. Georgia, New York, over 2,000. North Carolina, Illinois, New Jersey, over 1,000. Pennsylvania, Arizona, and Tennessee, under 1,000. Now you see that? Look at that number. Pay attention to them numbers. All right? Now, this is the second chart I'm showing you. Pay attention to the rapid rise of these numbers. It's from 2022, now 2025. New York, over 35,000 people. Florida, over 31,000 people. Texas, over 21,000 people. California, over 16,000 people. Georgia, over 14,000 people. Maryland, over 11,000 people. New Jersey, over 10,000 people. Pennsylvania, over 10,000 people.
Wow.
North Carolina, over 9,000. And Illinois, sitting at the bottom, still creating waves, over 7,000. Tell me if something's not wrong. Tell me if something is not wrong. And I'm not done. I'm not done. Because, this shit, I'm telling you, we're cooked. We're cooked. And now the next chart that I'm about to show you is how this is affecting us by race. Yeah? And I want y'all to pay close attention to that. Okay? This is a chart right here. You can pause and read, But my thing is this. In the United States of America, it's a trend. And I repeat, it's a trend for either female or male to have multiple partners. They call it picking up bodies. So with that said, out of every 10 relationship, every 10 couples, male and female, 9 out of that couple are seeing multiple partners. Hence, the higher risk of coming up or in contact with HIV. See it? It's a thing in relationship nowadays. Nobody believes in sticking to one partner, It's like men, they gotta go out and swing their wieners all over the place. Females, they wanna open their books up so that every nigga could read. Come on now. Hence why the rise in HIV in this country, and trust me, oh boy, from 2022 to 25, I don't want to see what 2030 looks like. Kid you not. Tell me what you think in the comment section down below.
All right.
Yo.
Well, we already know that from my, I think it was my second podcast here in this series, where I spoke to you all about the rise in STDs regarding the passport bros. Yeah, going back claiming they're going to get wives, and bringing back syphilis and HIV to the Black community. And they're bringing it back, giving it back to Black women because they're getting back in relationships, they're trying to get back in relationships, or sexual ships, you know what I'm saying, with Black women. It's it was hard to hear. I'm sorry. Was the volume too loud for you? Let me know. I'm sorry if it was too hard to hear. I can turn down the volume and we can run it back. Okay, so just go ahead and put a 9 in the chat. If the volume is too high, too loud, put a 9 and I'll adjust that for you. Okay, so we know from that, and this is in 2024, 2025, and maybe 2023, because these statistics was 2022. We're getting ready to come up on some new statistics. And thank you. I can hear the woman, okay, but I really couldn't hear the dude. Oh, with the statistics? Okay, we'll run that back here in a minute. So we know that the passport bros are bringing over a lot of sexually transmitted diseases instead of new wives and new families, okay? But the other thing that wasn't touched on here is the fact that there's an epidemic, and it's exploding with these DL men, down low men, that have not come to terms with their own sexuality, because they're still trying to have this illusion of being heterosexual, and some of their images that they go out and display to the world, being such a masculine man, or this type of men, it doesn't fit the narrative that in their mind, so they have a woman or a wife, but they're in love with their homeboys outside. And so that's why y'all remember that movie Brokeback Mountain? Y'all remember Brokeback Mountain? Baby, if them folks wasn't trying to tell us what was to come, them folks was out there on that mountain trying to take care of horses or whatever the hell they was doing out on that mountain. And they was taking care of each other, came back in love with one another. Y'all remember Brokeback Mountain? I know you do. Go ahead, give it up for Brokeback Mountain, because they was forewarning us. Mm-hmm. They was forewarning us of what is to come, okay? So, we're going to just run it back, because we listened to how all the red pill talk started. And I'm speaking to the Black men, the Black down low men, and mostly Black men on this during this series, okay? Because they're the ones that's bumping their gums about Black women and how to, we're not messing with you no more, Black woman. You want this, you want that, you want too much. You think your education is all that. You think you're cute. You think you're fine. It's just a dime a dozen of you. They just mad. And it was why I point this out, because a lot of them have wives. Why the hell, sirs? Why are you opening your mouth? Don't you have a wife and some children to go take care of, to go mend to? Huh? Don't you need to go to work to go take care of your wife and your children? Why are you worried about the next Black woman? Huh? Because you're not trying to edify. You're not trying to correct. You're trying to line your pocketbooks, right? Right? You know of that movie? Oh, you never watched it? Oh, well, it's about some cowboys. It's about some cowboys that was out there supposed to be doing some work. Mm-hmm. You know how some Black men, I gotta go to work, baby. Oh, I gotta go work. Yeah, they working in the factory, but they hunching behind, the factory, the storage room somewhere with each other. Baby, don't worry about where I work at. Ain't nothing but men there, honey. Ain't nothing but men. You don't got to worry about me. You know I love you, baby. Down low like you wouldn't believe, honey. Down low like you wouldn't believe. But got so much to say about the Black woman. Why you keep your lips on the Black woman? Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, because you're not trying to correct the black woman. You're trying to line your pockets. You can't leave us alone because you know we the bank account. We the ones that make it happen. We the ones that make it pop. You know what? I need to get a dancer. I need a male dancer. Because since y'all love Kevin Samuels, y'all go ahead. Hey, hit the like button. What? They love some Kevin Samuels, baby. Money work. I need me a male dancer. We're going to make us a video. Hit the thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Let's get this algorithm moving. The down low man is very dangerous to the black woman, the black down low man, because he's bringing diseases, he's bringing hatred, he's bringing all of that to our community as we try to rebuild, as we try to come out of the psychological games that were played on our minds, not only with the black man, but they took the information that was in the white community, right? And the red pill information, and they ate it up. They gobbled it up. So all that information regarding Kevin Samuels, Fresh and Fit, that wasn't original content. No. They were the colonizers. The black man colonized the white man for the content. That's right. They went over there and stole it, and they brought it back. Okay? Let's hear the history of where your doggone red pill community started from. Get your pens and pencils ready. Okay? Let's go.
The red pill movement began online in the early 2010s, taking its name from the Matrix, where taking the red pill meant waking up to a hidden truth. But in real life, this metaphor was hijacked by a growing online community that framed feminism and women's empowerment as lies. They claimed that society is gynocentric, centered around women, and that men must reclaim dominance. This ideology spread across forums like Reddit's Other Red Pill, 4chan, and YouTube. Early voices like Rollo Tomassi, author of The Rational Male, promoted ideas like hypergamy, the belief that women only want the top 10% of men, and encouraged men to focus on dominance, stoicism, and sexual conquest. Rush V, a former pickup artist, later turned ultra-religious, but left behind a digital legacy of misogyny. From there, it exploded into pop culture. Podcasts like Fresh and Fit, hosted by Myron Gaines and Walter Weeks, normalized humiliating women on air. Kevin Samuels targeted black women with harsh status-driven advice. Andrew Tate took it global, using TikTok, to tell millions of teenage boys that women are property and men should control them. He built a media empire on shock value, and it worked. Jordan Peterson, a Canadian professor, isn't a red pill creator, but was a gateway for many. His message about structure and responsibility resonated with men who felt ignored, but his critiques of feminism made him a hero to the manosphere. Other influencers like Sneeko, the Whatever podcast, and Valuetainment brought red pill ideology into millions of households. The results? Devastating. Boys are taught that vulnerability is weakness. Relationships are seen as transactions. Sex becomes a game, not a connection. Women are blamed for everything, from divorce to depression. And as hookup culture rises, trust between genders collapses. The movement fractures minds. Boys distrust women. Girls fear boys. Many withdraw from dating altogether. Others go deeper into incel culture, extremism, and antisocial thinking. It's not just toxic, it's a pipeline. The red pill movement isn't about truth. It's about control. It preys on male loneliness, insecurity, and pain that offers hate, not healing. Meanwhile, real masculinity isn't about conquest. It's about strength through empathy, respect, accountability, healthy love. emotional expression. That's what we need more of. The
Okay.
red pill movement.
Okay. That's what we need more of. Accountability. That was our last broadcast, wasn't it, ladies? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Okay. Y'all go back. That was podcast number 5. Okay. Episode number 5. Accountability. But we go. This is the real deal. Okay. Ain't sugarcoating it for nobody. Because I already said black women need to take accountability. Right? Right? Yeah, you heard it here. But my focus truly is on these brothers. Hey, go your separate way. It's like a man who wanted a divorce, right? I'm gonna give you a scenario real quick. You don't mind, do you? It's like a man who wanted a divorce, but then proceeds to stalk you, right? Then proceeds to bad talk about you all around town. But he wanted the divorce. He wanted it, and during the marriage, he was the one that was tearing down his own household. These are called narcissists, ladies. Smooth, smooth, smooth narcissists. Okay, and this red pill movement across DL men, black DL men, who the focus is on this podcast today, um, uh, don't realize that they are actually turning into narcissistic beings. Their mind is being molded and into a narcissist being, an entity. That's right. And they don't realize it. They don't realize it. Because you see, when you start to entertain the devil, let me say this, when you start to entertain the devil, you start taking on the aspects of the devil. And one thing we do know, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is that Israel, oh, you know I was going to go there. Stop it. Is a chosen people. And we know that if you can hoard out, if you, the devil, can hoard out the daughters of Zion, well then, the land on which you stand has been utterly cursed. Okay? The lands have been utterly cursed. That's right. If you can hoard out the daughters of Zion, black women, the lands have been cursed. I don't know why this is not getting to the black man's head unless he's an agent working for the devil overtime. Okay? Because if you truly don't want the black woman, you want to divorce from her. You want her to kick rocks with open toe socks. You want her to get down the road. Okay? Why the hell do you continue to look back? Why the hell do you go into your laboratory, turn on your microphone? I said laboratory because you're creating monsters, Frankenstein. Okay, Frankenstein, for you folks that don't know, wasn't the monster, it was the scientist. You creating monsters. So you go into your laboratory after you done ate your dinner, right? Your wife done cooked you dinner. After you done ate dinner, DL, men that hate black women. You go into your laboratory to go create more monsters out here in these internet streets. Y'all hold tight. Y'all hold tight. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Go ahead and do that for me real quick. Y'all go into your laboratory and you proceed to start to create more monsters. We know them as, the red pill society. They're trying to hide themselves. We know them as the passport bros. We know them as the download black male that hates black women, but has a wife to hide his sexuality. And says, we like to hang with, amongst us. We like to hang with the boys more than we like to hang with women, They trying to do the devil's work, degrading the land. The black woman is the land, the fertile grounds that will help to repopulate a true nation, a pure nation. That's right. They're trying to degrade that. They're trying to take it out to the fourth and fifth and sixth and 10th generation, but it's too late. It's too late. But they still gonna try, right? They gonna tell black women, like you heard the woman, where the doggone statistics and all that came from. You heard it. Where the red pill poked its ugly head up at from the white brothers. But the black brothers have colonized the white brothers' talking points because they want to be the oppressor, the true oppressor. So they colonized the white brothers' talking points. Sure they did. And they tell the black woman, basically, go out there and be promiscuous. They want the black woman to, this is an exchange. I buy you a hamburger. No, matter of fact, I buy you a kid's meal French fry. What you gonna do for me? What you gonna do for me if I buy you a kid's meal French fry? Huh? You gonna give me the glory of your soul? Huh? Can I have the most precious of your being for these French fries, girl? Can I make a soul tie with you, girl? Can I inseminate my demon seed into your body, girl, for a hamburger and a French fry? Come on, if you can't give me your soul, if you can't let me into the glory lands, well, be gone. But they trying to degrade the land. Can you not see it? How dare you compare someone's very essence that the Most High Yah has put on this earth and asked to exchange it for a French fry? Well. What do we have here? Frankensteins creating monsters. And you know why? Half of them haven't dealt with their sexuality, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't like the black woman, get gone. Let's hear why they hide and how we can spot those red flags. But before we continue, I need the thumbs up. Y'all like Kevin Samuels. Let's go. Woo! Huh. Okay. Money work? Okay. Get them thumbs up. Let's go.
When you see a man that's always angry with a woman and he don't like women and he's always saying something negative about a woman, why is that? Maybe because he's hurt? No. Yeah, he's hurt because he can't walk in his truth. He's hurt because really he want to lay down with his homeboy, but for the world he has to be with a woman. It's clear as day. I see it happen all the time. There's no reason why a man should always be upset with a woman. What it is a lot of men struggle with their sexuality. What it is a lot of men can't walk in their truth. What it is a lot of men have to deal with women for their family's sake, for business, for image. But when a man is constantly aggressive and mean and evil and beating on a woman, on that list of demons that he's fighting is sexuality. When you see a man that's always angry with a woman and he don't like women and he's always saying something negative about a woman, why is that? Maybe because he's hurt? No. Yeah, he's hurt because he can't walk in his truth. He's hurt because really he want to lay down with his homeboy, but for the world he has to be with a woman. It's clear as day. I see it happen all the time. There's no reason why a man should always be upset with a woman. What it is a lot of men struggle with their sexuality. What it is a lot of men can't walk in their truth. What it is a lot of men have to deal with women for their family's sake, for business, for image. But when a man is constantly aggressive and mean and evil and beating on a woman, on that list of demons that he's fighting is sexuality. So you see a man that's always
I'm not gonna do it. Let's let it roll one more time.
And he don't like women and he's always saying something negative about a woman. Why is that? Maybe because he's hurt? No. Yeah, he's hurt because he can't walk in his truth. He's hurt because really he's going to lay down with his homeboy, but for the world he has to be with a woman. It's clear as day. I see it happen all the time. There's no reason why a man should always be upset with a woman. What it is a lot of men struggle with their sexuality. What it is a lot of men can't walk in their truth. What it is a lot of men have to deal with women for their family's sake, for business, for image. But when a man is constantly aggressive and mean and evil and beating on a woman, on that list of demons that he's fighting is sexuality. When you see a man that's
Okay,
always
I
angry
won't do
with
it
a
to
woman,
y'all again. But get those thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. You can always support this platform by hitting that Cash App. Let's go. Hey. Woo! Come on. Y'all like Kevin, huh? Woo! Y'all can hit that thumbs up or you can hit that Cash App. Let's continue. Hey. Let me stop clowning. Let me give y'all some more red flags, okay?
How to tell if your man is DL? I am the DL whisperer. So, first of all, does he do a lot of outside race dating? Like, are you a person that's outside of his race and you're dating him? Does he only date outside of his race? Does he have a lot of internalized hate? Because that's what you need to look for. Because most people that have a preference for everybody else except their own kind, they have some internalized hate, which usually goes back to certain things. And I just want to say this. Anybody that has a preference for people outside of their race, you always need to have an eye open because there's always an ulterior motive for why they're going to do that. So whether that's a white man that prefers to date black women, whether that's a black man that prefers other ethnic groups, anybody that's preferring to date outside of their race, see why, ask them why. And again, it's always an ulterior motive. Like with a white man, most of the time when I see white men dating like outside of their race, specifically like black women or other ethnic groups, like with a lot of melanin, they usually view their wives or girlfriends as being masculine, and that's why they're doing it. DL, black men, they usually do it because they know black women are going to be able to protect them, so they're going to date everybody else. So you see what I'm saying? Every ethnic group of men have a different reason. You have to know why.
You have to know why, ladies. You have to know why. Okay? These are just some red flags. We're going to continue with more red flags, okay? Just the playback. You know, we got interrupted. But I need the thumbs up. I haven't seen a move. And you can always hit the Cash App. Let's go. Hey. Come on. Woo! I need a man. I need a man in a video in this song. I need a remix. I need a woman to sing it. I sure need it. Y'all hit me up. Hit me up in the comments section if you know how to produce some music. We're going to get this popping. I'm going to be a medicine, okay? I'm going to heal these folks that have been out here bitten by the viper. That's right. I got to come, and it's probably going to hurt because I'm going to have to cut that wound, and we're going to have to get all that poison sucked up out you. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Yeah, that's only if you want to be saved. You can't look back. Okay? You can't look back, my guy. You might turn into a pillar of salt. Okay? Let's continue.
How to tell if your man is DL? Is he always trying to talk to somebody younger? They're always going after younger individuals, always. How to tell if your man is DL? Is he always trying to talk to somebody younger? They're always going after younger individuals, always. How to tell if your man is DL? Is he always trying to talk?
A day ago, a man who now identifies as a woman decided to share with the world the men who are sliding in her DMs as an aid to the women who are in relationship with men who say they're heterosexual. But as it turns out, they are what the streets refer to as DL, and I'm not talking Hebrew. These men willingly decide to put black women at risk and, quite frankly, not live in their truth, as they say. So it is my duty to let you all know that you're in danger, girl.
Danger.
Take a look at this list. Pause to read. As a matter of fact, let me do a roll call. Prophet Jones, Josh Stearns, Rashad Hunter, James Vaughn, not 007, Quentin Carter, Christopher Shamir, Andrew Johnson.
Pause for the cause. Y'all, the names on this list is massive. And that's just one. This, who asked this question down here? Let me go down. Let me see. Someone asked the question, who was the man speaking, I believe. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can find who asked that. If I can find it. It was the DL Whisperer. He is viral, y'all. He is hot. He's on the scene. He is I believe he's totally out of the closet, a gay man, black man. And he has really put the black community of download men on blast, especially in Atlanta. Y'all be tripping over there in Atlanta. Oh, Lord. What's going on over there in Georgia? We already kind of knew. We already kind of knew what was up in Georgia. But he putting y'all on blast from Georgia to Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? He done dated them all. Even y'all Chinese men, he said he done had a taste of y'all too. But over here, we're focusing on the black man. So that was the DL Whisperer that was giving you some red flags. And the first man, we'll go back to him so I can get his name for the record. But these names that this woman is listing, well, it's a man that turned into a woman and put y'all men on blast. Oh my God. I'm happy though, because it's only there to help you black women, because syphilis and HIV is on the rise. And these men, they cannot stop turning around. You know, the scientists, the Frankensteins, they cannot stop going into their laboratory, you know, their podcast rooms, and trying to create more monsters out in the streets. And we're trying to stop that. You know, we have put on our capes. Okay? We're here to save the day. Wonder Woman. Okay? We're here. You got to be for your people, especially you ladies. These men ain't telling you they not strapping up, but they want the butt. They not strapping up, ladies, but they want the butt. Any butt, too. Especially you like your butt, ladies, in the bedroom. That might be a little questionable. Okay? I ain't telling you what to do in your bedroom. I'm just telling you, that might be a little suspect. They don't want to strap up, but they want the butt. They said they don't want you. They bought their train, plane, and automobile tickets. You know, they don't want to Avis, rent a car to get them as far as they can get away from you black women. You know, them traveling men's, the passport bros. They didn't try to get as far away. They got in the car, try to make it to the Mexican border. They went over there and they ain't bring back no wives, but they bring back demise. That's right. Let's continue. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward because it's a lot of guys on this list that this woman was calling out.
Today, according to the CDC, Woo! That's the Center for Disease Control.
Lord help us.
Black women account for 37% of women who are newly diagnosed with HIV, which is at an incident rate of 10 times higher than white women. This list is out of Houston, Texas, which is the third highest infected city in the United States. The woman who released this list stated that she's doing so to help the girls. So share, what do you think of this revelation? Is she right to release this bombshell list of names? Or should she have kept this private? Let me know
what y'all think. Y'all think she was right listing the names? Or should she have kept it to herself and let more people die in shame? Should she have listed the names and let more black women die in shame? No, I say list the names. When you hide your sexuality and put people's lives at risk and then go into your laboratory of hate and disseminate hatred across these internet streets, list the names, I say. Yes. Yes, indeed. List the names. Let's get it popping, you know?
You think?
I think so. I think we need to get them thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. If you support this platform, you can go ahead and hit the CashApp, you know? Hey! This is a tribute today, Massa. Oh, what? It's just a little tribute today, Massa. Kevin Samuels. Money work? Okay, we're going to get us a new theme song, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're going to get us a theme song. Make it do what it do. Okay. I need to find out. I need to get in touch with this rebel. So let's listen to the statistics from 2022. The new ones should be coming out soon. Let's go.
Yo, there's a pandemic happening in the United States of America. America. Nobody's talking about it. Let's get into it. So, recent studies show that HIV is on the rise in the United States of America, and nobody's paying attention. We go about our daily lives and everything is okay, but it's not, because our young generation is in the problem. They're in trouble. So I got 3 charts. I want y'all to pay close attention to the numbers. The first chart is the census from 2022. Now, check these numbers y'all looking at on your screen. Pause and read. Texas, California, and Florida, over 4,000. Georgia, New York, over 2,000. North Carolina, Illinois, New Jersey, over 1,000. Pennsylvania, Arizona, and Tennessee, under 1,000. Now you see that? Look at that number. Pay attention to the numbers. All right? Now, this is the second chart I'm showing you. Pay attention to the rapid rise of these numbers. It's from 2022, now 2025. New York, over 35,000 people. Florida, over 31,000 people. Texas, over 21,000 people. California, over 16,000 people. Georgia, over 14,000 people. Maryland, 1,000 people. New Jersey, over 10,000 people. Pennsylvania, over 10,000 people. North Carolina, over 9,000. And Illinois, sitting at the bottom, still creating waves, over 7,000. Tell me if something's not wrong. Tell me if something is not wrong. And I'm not done. I'm not done. Because, this shit, I'm telling you, we're cooked. We're cooked. And now the next chart that I'm about to show you is how this is affecting us by race. Yeah? And I want y'all to pay close attention to that. Okay? This is a chart right here. You can pause and read, But my thing is this. In the United States of America, it's a trend. And I repeat, it's a trend for either female or male to have multiple partners. They call it picking up bodies. So with that said, out of every 10 relationship, every 10 couples, male and female, 9 out of that couple are seeing multiple partners. Hence, higher risk of coming up or in contact with HIV. See it?
Man, that is crazy work. That is crazy work. Oh, let me tell you, the Frankenstein. In a laboratory madness. The black podcasters, red pill junkies. That's right. Still disseminating this poison. Y'all know hey, they need to change once you go black, you never come back. We need to put a spin on that because the black woman got y'all in a chokehold. Black man. The black woman got y'all in a chokehold. And it's a sick, twisted plot. You can't leave us alone. You can't walk away. Like you running away from Sodom and Gomorrah because you say that's how horrible we are. When you the ones that should be living in Sodom and Gomorrah. You know the story. But you acting like you the one saving your manlyhood and saving your wives and running away from Sodom and Gomorrah because God is judging the city. But you keep looking back to talk your talk and walk your walk. But the only thing is, you not turning into a pillar of salt so we can shut your mouth from degrading our sisters. Especially the new ones coming up. Them precious souls that you want them to hear your podcast of how they should give up the most righteous thing, the most precious gift that the Most High Yah placed on them to be female. They should give it up for a happy meal. What? No.
It's a thing.
No. Y'all give it up for a happy meal. That's what you've been doing. Hit the Cash App if you're liking the show and hit the thumbs up. Let's go. Hey, come on. Ha. What? That's for y'all. That's for y'all Kevin Samuels fans out there. If you heard the song, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. You definitely need to hit the Cash App. Shoot. That's what they doing, my brothers, my sisters. I include some of my brothers in this conversation as supporters of the nation. When I say my brothers and sisters, but you Frankensteins, you know who you are. Okay? I'll put on my cape. Do I need to fly where you at so I can go ahead and start the incision and suck out the poison? We need to get that red goo up out you. Not your blood, but, the poison. It's mingling in, but we can see it. The ones who have sight, we can see it. Okay? You want these young girls to hear your podcast is going to be left on these internet streets forever, ever. That they should be busting it wide open for nothing. The red pill community, they started all that. You heard them. Rewind this live stream. Rewind it back. What is the value you place on your little girls? Especially you ones in the truth, you Christians, you so-called believers in the Most High. Y'all, what is the value you place on your little girls? Should she go to middle school and a little boy said, "Here's a cookie, bust it open for me. Put your mouth where it works. Let me see if it's hot. Let me see if you got what it, That's what you're teaching your youngsters coming up. Should she put her mouth on your little Johnny's tallywhacker for a cookie in kindergarten? Huh? Just because she asked, are we boyfriend and girlfriend? Are we dating? Little kid stuff. No, we ain't dating till you put your mouth on this little tallywhack I got. I call him Papa. Yeah, my mama cooked some chocolate chip cookies. What you think you can do with this? That is the same level of devilishness y'all are trying to disseminate to grown women. Simple grown women, because there's a lot of simple women left in the world. It really is. They ain't have true leadership, true guidance. We got a hospital for them too. Yeah, we do. But you want all of them to be degrading the land so we can stay in bondage, so we can stay in a wicked land. You have a part to oppression and the chain bear too, my black brothers. If you want to go. Look out the door. Keep walking. Don't turn around, boy, because you're not welcome anymore. Were you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbyes? Think I'd crumble? Ha! You think we ain't gonna cry. We just want you to keep your mouth off of us and our children and the ones to come. Let's hear why and how. One more again. You can pick out them red flags that they display, these DL men on these podcasts. Even if they got a wife at home, gonna tell you, stay single so they can keep making more monsters. And these men and these incels that are already incels, more monsters, more venom they're pumping into their veins. Let's go.
When you see a man that's always angry with a woman and he don't like women and he's always saying something negative about a woman, why is that? Maybe because he's hurt? No. Yeah, he's hurt because he can't walk in it. He's hurt because really he want to lay down after be with a woman. It's clear as day. I see it happen all the time. There's no reason why a man should always be upset with a woman. What it is a lot of men struggle with their sexuality. What it is a lot of men can't walk in the truth. What it is a lot of men have to deal with women for their family's sake, for business, for image. But when a man is constantly aggressive and mean and evil and beating on a woman, on that list of demons that he's fighting is sexuality. When you see a man that's always angry with a woman.
Okay. I thought his name was going to be on here, and it is not. Because I wanted to give him his credit too. But I've seen him around. Some of y'all probably recognize his voice. My goodness. If I find his name, I surely will put it in the description of this video. Okay, my brothers and sisters, got to give people their credit. Give credit where credit is due. All right, what's good, Forever Studios? Blessings to you. Blessings to you. Welcome into the building. Okay. We got to give credit where credit is due. So I will definitely, his name, I will put it into, okay. The other guy's name is the DL Whisperer, the Down Low Whisperer. He's been going viral. He's been helping a lot of Black women, a lot of women, period. But over here, we're focused on the Black woman. Okay. And yeah, we're focused on the Black woman. And we just want, if you want to walk away, don't turn around. You're not welcome here no more. Want you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbyes? Did you think I'd crumble? No. The godmother is in the building. That's right. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Hit that Cash App if you support this doggone platform. The godmother's in the building. Hey. Huh. Woo. Yeah. Come on. Woo! Let's go. Yeah. Hey, I'm just here to set the captives free. Okay, don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. I'm just here to set the captives free. What I want you to understand this series, I don't know, like I said, how long it's going to go for, but we're going to have some fun with it while we educate one another, okay? While we save the next young girl from her demise and hopefully from her degradation. Yeah. Look here. We might have some fun with the next podcast, and let's do a little bit of ratings. How about it? You guys like to rate the women just on their looks, right? How about we start rating the men? We cam up. Y'all want to do that? Put a 9 in the chat. And I'll wait if you want to do that. Go ahead and put a 9 in chat. I think I'll start it off. I think that sounds fun. Go ahead and put a 9 in the doggone chat. If we want to play a game of rating, just rating the podcast men. On their looks alone. We'll all cam up, drop the link and all that good stuff. Go ahead. Put a 9 in the chat. That's what's up. I see you. Yes, indeed. The 9s is coming through. Yeah, we're going to cam up. I'm going to drop the link. Probably be over the weekend for our next podcast. Let y'all chime in. And I want you to be, and I'm not true to the game. I don't just want men and women to cam up. I want to hear what you got to say. Okay? Now, when you cam up, if you got something to say, we won't be judging. You won't be getting judged unless you ask to be judged. Unless you ask to be, put on a scale. We'll do that for you. I really want to hear what you have to say. Okay? Yeah, I'm gonna need a music producer. We need us a song. Let's go. Hey, let's because I like one part. I like one part. Hey, what? Woo! Come on. So what he's saying? Woo! What? What? Hey. I don't know what he's saying. But I like it. You know, I give Kevin Samuels that. I like that song. Money work. Y'all, I'm out. I just wanted to, stop and give y'all information where we're at in the series, and talk about what's going on. Woo, that came in hot, huh? We talk about what's going on, the down low folks is out here. Man, it's a lot going on. They spreading diseases, they spreading lies, and Isn't this something? Well, well, well. They don't want me to lead, guys. The stream is still going. I have said say la vie. So this just confirms that the people is watching. Okay? The people are still watching. Hold on for 1 minute. That is interesting. Let's do a station. Yes, I'm still live and in effect, honey. What's good? What is good? Hey, let's go. All righty, y'all. Let me turn off the sound. Hey, I'm trying to. They try to keep me locked in. You can't keep me in the matrix. You cannot. I ain't gonna let you do it. You can't keep me in the doggone matrix. Y'all, this stream was still going. I have ended the stream, but I see that I was still alive, and I'm like, okay. I'm seeing people saying there's no sound for Ever Studios, and y'all let me know I can't hear anything. Well, that's because I thought I ended the stream. But it's all good. I will return maybe tonight or maybe tomorrow. But we definitely will be doing a show with a cammed up show. That's right. Where we all, whoever wants to participate will be cammed up, and we gonna make it do what it do, right? I'm gonna make it do what it do, and you gonna help me do that. I did see something I wanted to talk about. What was that? That right here. It was a comment. Perhaps you can do a show on the male giving solutions on how to fix our community. That is great. Yeah. Perhaps, perhaps that can definitely be put into the books of the show ideas, and we can take a gander at that. Okay, but I'm so shocked that this dog on internet didn't want to let me go. Okay, but I gotta get out of here, y'all. I hope you enjoyed the show. Once again, since you're still here, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Come on. Go ahead, hit the thumbs up. Wait a minute. Go ahead. Come on. Woo! Hit that thumbs up. Hey. Woo! I am definitely the godmother. You're in the building. I hope you come back. This is going to be a great show. This is going to be a great, great series for one and all. And I hope that you learn from it. Okay? I hope you learn from it. All righty. I'm definitely going to try to be out this time. Okay? And let's give Kevin Samuels a little tribute. Okay? Hold on. Let's run that back for him. Let's go. Oh. What? Hey. Bye.